If you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know but with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does compared to
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good.
That does look good.
That's my coffee.
It does look good.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire a clown as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent at home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it. Play it over and over and over. The long videos of Malik's long peen. Because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying.
The devil. And the devil was fucking up here. Here he go. Here we go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to
On the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody, even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top. They profess to be straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You kept it moving. Well, hello, people. What the hell is going on? How the hell are you? What's going on? It is Saturday, and I am here. Girl, y'all don't let me be here on a Saturday. I don't even know what to do with myself. Let me go ahead and I ain't even shared the video out. Y'all would think that I would have shared the video out by now. I ain't did none of that. Hold on, y'all. I have to move something. I ain't did none of that. None of it. But we here. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. And we are so happy to be here. So happy to be here. Anyway, y'all, we have a jam-packed show today. We gonna make it do what it do. It's a lot of fun shit in the show today. So get your drinks, get you whatever you need, a snack or two, whatever you need, go ahead and get it. Because we about to have a good time today, okay? We about to have a good time today. Why do I keep God? We about to have a real good time today. Do y'all hear me? A real good time. Let me post this in the members only chat. But yes, how is y'all Saturday going so far? I know y'all was over there down to the really B. And and we had a good time down to the really B. We got a cruise coming up, and you know we all gonna be there. Go ahead and book your cruise now. Um, go ahead and book your cruise now. I'm gonna be there. You ain't even got to worry about that. You do not have to worry about it. El Teddy will have his face in the place. So go ahead and do what you do. It's Saturday, y'all. Let me say hello to everybody, and then we can go ahead and get this party started. I really like this hat. I'm gonna put on another hat. I might find me another hat to put on. Anyway, let me say hey to y'all while we're starting. Jason is first. Hey, Jason. What's good, bro? David is here. I see you, David. David, I might be back up in Baltimore again. I'll let you know, David, if I'm back over there. I just found out about something. I may have to be in Baltimore. Hey, Tracy W. What's going on? I can't believe we hear either Tracy W. We don't even know how to act having a silly Saturday on a Saturday with me being here. Girl. Hey, Liz Go Boo. What's going on, honey? Tracy C is here. One of our head hall monitors. She is in the building. My sis is here. I was just talking about her. We got this good cruise coming up. And we gonna listen. Y'all don't know what it's like when it's me, really B, and Abby, and all us in one place at one time. It's a party, y'all. We really have a good time with each other. Please understand, when the three of us are together, me, Abby, and really B, we have a good time, y'all. It's gonna be a good time. If you don't go on the cruise, it's your own fault. I'm just telling you, it's your own fault. I'm encouraging you, come to the cruise. We're gonna have a good time now. Hey Ravine. Hey Ravine. Hey Quake. Child, I barely got a voice, y'all. And what's so funny is I went out last night. I wasn't yelling, I wasn't talking to nobody, but I woke up this morning and got half of a voice. Hey, little baby. What's going on, sweetheart? Hey, Danny. What's going on? Candace F., how are you? Good to see you. We got Janae in here. We got Yana in here. Now, if this is your first Silly Saturday, have a seat. You're in for a treat. We have a good old time over here on the Silly Saturday. Y'all, my pupils, can y'all tell the people who might be new here how good of a time we have for Silly Saturday? Because some people have never experienced a Silly Saturday. And today we have an epic one. Okay, we have a real good Silly Saturday today. Hey, Tiffany Blue, how you doing, beautiful? Good to see you. Antonia is in the building. Ravine says she is going to be there. Harold! 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 Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, Harold. What is going on? Janae says she got to check on some things. Jeannie says she can't wait for the cruise. It's going to be Super Bowl weekend, Jason. Hey, Sean, what's good, Fi? What is up? What is good, Sean? That's my good frat brother right now. Hey, Katrina. What's going on? Cheryl Poole is here. I saw Cheryl. She was over there on Really B's Live. Say she already got her cabin booked. Y'all playing. She says she a real one. Montrez. Hey, Montrez. What's good, bro? Montrez, we got a good year. I think you're going to like this year. I think, Montrez, you are going to like this year for this day in music. Montrez, we here, Montrez. We here. Montrez, and for y'all new here, Montrez is our expert in all music trivia. He's one of our resident Gen Zers, but Montrez got an old soul and knows old music. Okay, Montrez, we got a good one this year. Got a good one. I got you. I got you. You new here, Cheryl? Cheryl, just sit down, relax. You might want to get you a cocktail, Cheryl. Listen, buckle your safety belts. Hold on for the ride. It's going to be a doozy. Now, y'all school all of the new people, my wonderful pupils. School all of the new people on Silly Saturday. Let them know what to expect and everything. Tracy, Tracy, you know what, Tracy? We might have to be next to each other in a balcony, boardwalk balcony situations. Tracy, you know how we are when we get together. And Tracy, you know we get in the drunk I'm sorry. I said drunk package. The drink package. You know how I get down, Tracy. Tracy, we done drink together. So you already know, Tracy, how it's about to go down. Just listen, I'm excited, y'all. We about to make it happen. Hey, Sweet Pea, what's going on? What's going on? Chat. Anyway, so y'all, real quick before we get started. So last night I went outside. I was outside last night. Went to the club. Baby, when I tell you, I went to the club. I said, girl, I'm gonna be here for an hour. Why it took me an hour to find parking? I had to literally park like half a mile away, way around the corner, and so around the corner, at the corner where the club was, is like a shopping plaza, and it got a bunch of stores, and it got a Publix. Girl, I had to walk all the way. I had to drive all the way past the Publix, drive to the end of the Publix, drive behind the Publix, and park behind a mess. Girl, I thought they was giving away food stamps or something because they knew Donald and Elon was about to cut the mugs off. But I had a good time. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I like to go to the clubs like that. But a good time was had by all. Some good drink. The drinks was real expensive though. Girl, they gave me this little cup like this. A little cup. Like the little cups they give you at the liquor store. They gave me one of them. Talk about $10. I say $10. The little cup. I said, girl, this is my first and last drink. It's about to be everything, Tracy. You already know. Child. Tracy, tell Bay I got some nice women's for him in the palate cleansers today, too. We are we serving the people today. All right. Drunk packages. If you're ready to get this party started, y'all, go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat. Let me know you're ready to get this party started. We about to turn up. We about to have a good time. It is Silly Saturday. El Teddy is here on a Saturday. Let's do it. Let's get it. All right. Danny, I almost took my butt home. Danny, I was real close. I was real close to just going home, Danny. Baby, if I would have drove around one more time, but I had promised a friend of mine I was going to go out and meet him to the club. But baby, listen, I almost started to call him and be like, listen, state of being, listen, that shit pissed me off. I mean, it was a little $10 for the little, liquor store. And when I say liquor store, we talk about the liquor stores in the hood where they give you the little small little cups. They was charging $10 for that. I said, the fuck? Anyway, let's get this party started, y'all. So, let's start with y'all's favorite segment. It's slightly my favorite segment too. Our hashtag ABCs.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just came. I'm just saying. A bitch just came. Hashtag ABCs is our A Bitch Can't segment because we saw the headline and we said, nope, don't have it to do. We don't have the bandwidth. We don't have the energy. We're not giving space to any of this fuckery. Listen, what happens is for this segment, that means we read the headline and said, yeah, don't have it to do. Hey, Xavier. Now, hashtag GWG is go with God. Go with God. Let's go with God. Mm-hmm. All right. Here's the headline. Dr. Umar. All I needed to see was Dr. Umar. Immediately I knew, nope, don't have it to do. Don't want no parts of it. Don't have the energy. Baby list. No, not today. Not on International Women's Day. Nope, not doing this. Dr. Umar's daughter slams him for being a deadbeat. He fires back by calling her a struggling streamer. Don't have it to do. Don't. Can't do it. Won't do it. We just not doing this. Not doing it. Immediately. You knew it. If it said Dr. Umar, we wasn't doing it. Father of Sky Jackson's son goes viral after sharing tips on how to get a famous girl pregnant. Nope. I don't have time for the International Federation of Fuckboys. If this is what happens at the International Convention of the International Confederation of Fuckboys, I don't want no parts of it. Let's be clear. A bitch just came. A bitch just came. A bitch just came. I don't listen. The International Federation of Fuckboys, they are on one. I don't have it to do. I leave this to y'all. Now he's a little dirt. Now he's a little dirt. Ow! Girl! Lil Baby say, Sky, you like that toxic ass shit. She probably do. I don't have it to do. No, we don't have the energy. Not today. Not today. No. That's not why he came. That is not why Daniel was over there in that lion's den. That's not why Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was down there to the fiery furnace. That's not why none of this happened, okay? Hey, Complex 613, what's going on, beautiful? Good to see you. Kanye West deludedly calls Nazi embrace his most unbelievable accomplishment. I don't even know what a Nazi embrace is. I don't want to know. The fact that the title of this headline started Kanye West, checked out. Automatically checked out. Nope. I don't have time for this young man who has evolved into a psychiatrist's wet dream. Nope. Don't have it to do. Don't. I don't. Sir, go with God. Muriel Bowser says y'all don't need to be worried about her removing the Black Lives Matter street mural. She says we have bigger fish to fry. Ma'am, you got bigger fish to fry, like that hair you got on top of your head. That's the bigger fish you got to fry, Muriel Bowser. Y'all know that's Really B girl. Where's Really B? Somebody go over there and tell Really B to come get her friend. That's her girl. That's her girl. I don't have it to do with you, Muriel Bowser. I don't. I give her to all of y'all DC people. I'm just saying. What do y'all want me to do with this lady? The lady said we got bigger fish to fry. Y'all don't need to be worried about no goddamn Black Lives Matter. These are y'all people. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Neo defends his polyamorous lifestyle, saying, quote, it's community more than just an orgy every night. Girl, where do y'all find these people? God, where do y'all find these people? I don't have the energy for these people. I don't have the energy. Listen, the hashtag ABC section today is full with people at their level brand of fuckery. I just don't have it to do. A bitch just can't. A bitch just really, we just, what do y'all want me to do with this headline? What do y'all want me to do? Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, please. Please, ma'am, please, sir. Go ahead and hit the like button for me, please. Thank you. He is a grown fuck boy. He is a grown ass fuck boy, Tracy. We have the who's who of the hashtag ABCs this week. Because here we have Ray J. Ray J says he did a bump in Europe to close a business deal. I don't even want to know what it was about. Knowing that you're telling me you did a bump, and then you saying it to us like we don't have reason to believe that this isn't regular, your usual behavior. Like you don't take bumps on a regular, sir. Sir, if you don't, y'all, we have the Mount Rushmore, the who's who of the hashtag ABCs. All we need is Krishan and Blueface. Thank God they didn't make it this week. But then we would have had the real Mount Rushmore of the hashtag ABC segment. I'm just saying. I just can't. I just can't. Not Harold said he's spiking out already. Harold said he's spiking out. We didn't even got to the sugar spike segment. Right. That's what I'm saying, Tracy. Like, sir, you do bumps probably multiple times a day. I just can't with y'all. I don't have it to do. Kanye West says his album Bully will have anti-Semitic sound. See, this is oh God. Jesus God. I just want to know where y'all find these people at. Where? Like, why are you here, sir? Sir, why are you here? Why are you here? Why? God of mercy. God of, sir, go with God. All right. Thank you, Lord. We made it. Xavier, I don't even know what that means, Xavier. I don't know what that means, Xavier. I'm trying to figure it out. I have no idea. Okay. So, it's time to go into the dossier because listen, I'm like Harold, we already spike it out and we only in the hashtag, we was only in the hashtag ABCs, okay? Ciao. Girl. It's time to delve deeper into the dossier and see what's going on in the dossier today. Let's see what the dossier got for us. We start off with a bit of not so good news. So we learned of the untimely death of Tony. We learned of that yesterday, that he passed away yesterday morning. He was battling cancer. He was 64. Listen, he was one of the lead singer, one of the members of Tony. He is the brother of Raphael Sadiq. If you recall, Tony. If you go back to their first two albums, you'll see Raphael Sadiq's name is Raphael Wiggins, and that's before he changed his name. I think he turned Muslim, or he converted to Islam, and so he got Sadiq behind his name. But they're actually blood brothers, because it was Raphael Wiggins and Dwayne Wiggins. Anyway, he passed away. Easily one of my top 5 guy group guy groups of all time. In my top 5 guy groups of all time. Tony is right there. Mhm. Awesome musician. Awesome musician. We hate to see him go. You can hear his vocal stylings on the song "Whatever You Want." Girl, you know I can provide. Told y'all my voice gone from last night. Whatever you need, because that was my jam. Whatever you want, may he rest in peace. Hey, Demetria, boom. Love, like, listen, Tony, like I say, is in my top 5 groups of all time. Slow Wine is another one where he sang lead. And normally Raphael sang most of the leads. Because Raphael has that piercing first tenor. But on certain songs, Dwayne would take lead, and his voice was great voice. Awesome, phenomenal musician. That whole family is, because their cousin was in the group as well. Slow Wine was a jam. It was. So may he rest in peace. We celebrate him. I've been listening to Tony. Hey, Symmetry Boom. I've been listening to Tony for the last day and a half. So enjoying all of his great music. Angie Stone's family. Now look at what we got here. Now, what trade you done rolled up from under? Paul. Hey, Paul. Rolling up from under trade. Trade stayed over late this morning. Hey, Miss Shorty B. Cha. Hey, Jay Parrish. What's going on? So Angie Stone, the family of Angie Stone has put out information on her homegoing services, her funeral arrangements, and homegoing services. They're going to have a homegoing service this coming Friday in Atlanta, followed by a funeral on Saturday, next week Saturday, in her hometown of Columbia, South Carolina. And that's going to be at the First Nazareth Baptist Church on Gervais Street down to the Columbia, South Carolina. That is the very church where she first began singing gospel as a child. So they are having it in the church that she grew up in. I'm not sure of where they're going to have her homegoing services in Atlanta, but I'm sure that I'm trying to see if it's in here. I don't see the information on the Atlanta. But they said her celebration of life will feature performances and tributes from um, Tyler Perry, Kirk Franklin, the Angie Stone Memorial Choir under the direction of Ricky Dillard, Anthony Hamilton, the Walls Group, Kiki Wyatt, Tamala Mann, Music Soul Child, Wyanna Crawley, Q Parker, and Stout. So all of these people are slated to perform. Like I said, I'm not sure where the Atlanta homegoing services will be, but I gave you the information on the homegoing services in on that Saturday in South Carolina. So we're definitely still praying for the family. So yeah, listen, we got to make sure that they got the right people that got the body for her and Dwayne. Listen, who got the body? Who got the body? Because we need to make, when we go up there and roll up to this casket, we better do like our grandmas and aunts used to say. She looked like she's sleeping. She just looked like she's sleeping. That's what I need to be able to say when I roll up on this casket. I just need to know right now, who got the body? Y'all tell me now. Because I need to know who we need to fuck up. Who got the body? Put in the chat what funeral home in your hometown or where you live that you would like to have a body. If she was in Miami, I say make sure she get Greg Mason. Greg Mason do good work down to the Miami. Some of them other people, they do all right. Range Funeral Home, they all right. You got Wright Funeral Home, Richardson Funeral Home, Royal Funeral Home. They all right. But baby, if you coming out of Miami, give her Greg Mason. Greg Mason gonna do her right. She gonna look like she sleep. Hey TJ. Hey TJ. Daddy say she need to be down to the CP Bannon if you over there in the Bay Area. Okay. Just saying. Hey, Miss Bay Thing. Cha. Cause you know, some funeral homes, they'll have you all messed up. Demetrius say, going on down to Willie Watkins. Willie Watkins. Cha. Janae said Altmaier, they had her grandma looking like she was asleep. Child. I had Hall Ferguson Hewitt for my grandma, and we didn't even recognize her at first. My aunt had to go and fix all of the stuff they had going. They had too much makeup on her. They had the wig the wrong way. I was like, child. Cooper Funeral Home, up there, little baby. Okay. Benson's Funeral Home in Harlem, New York. Okay, Miss Shorty B. We know where to put people up. Tiffany say Willie Watkins too. Come on, Willie Watkins. Because baby, we don't want the people looking. We want them looking like they was sleep. That's all we want. When I look at that casket, it better look like they sleeping. I'm just saying. Yana said you got to go to Gamble's, up there down to the Kentucky. Demetrius said SM Goodson out of Anniston, Alabama. Okay. J. Foster Phillips in Queens, New York. Did your daddy right? They did your daddy right, Ravine? Tracy W. said Colonial on High Street did her granny right. Okay. Okay. Listen, because we need to make sure some of these are some great musicians, some of our greats that's leaving in. We need to make sure they is done right. Okay. Just saying. In other news out of the dossier, in some sports news, Adam Pac-Man Jones is in the news. Now he's saying that he claims that he has never submitted to the NFL drug test using his own urine. In an interview with Deion Sanders, former NFL cornerback Adam Pac-Man Jones disclosed that he never used his own urine in league drug tests. Girl, he said, quote, yeah, I cheated the program like I was really good. People don't know how smart I am. I've never used my piss for a piss test. Not one time. End of quote. Now, Deion Sanders tried to push back and stated that the system has become much stricter and that dodging drug testing, quote, can't happen today, end of quote. Adam Pac-Man Jones pushed back immediately and says, quote, if you know what you're doing, it could happen. He said to Deion Sanders, he said, Pop, don't say it can't happen. Don't say it can't happen, Pop. End of quote. Listen, I know a whole lot of people that could beat the drug test. I know who people who put somebody else drug. Oh, Lady T said New Generation is the good funeral home down to the Nashville if you need them. Okay. But I know people who take the little take their urine and put it in a condom, tie it up, and put the condom underneath their nut sack. Now, I had a cousin that did that, as stupid as squeezed his legs or something too tight when he was driving to the drug test, and the damn condom bust, and he had piss all over himself in his car. Just a mess. Hey, Cams. Hey, boo. Child. I know people have all time. You know, they used to have this little contraption that you could put over your dick, and it would have, you could put urine in it, and it looked like a real penis, and so you could like whip out, and they have all kinds of stuff. Now the man said he ain't used he ain't submitted his own piss the whole time. That's a slap in the face to the NFL. Basically, what he told the NFL was, "Oh, I don't respect y'all. Fuck you, bitch." Y'all thought. Now listen, Adam Pac-Man Jones was he was a miscreant. He really was. Like, he was always in trouble. Always in trouble. So it makes sense. This all makes sense. Y'all hold on for a moment. Somebody at my door. Hold on for a moment. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. So yes, he did stay in the news. I know he was with the Bengals for a minute too. He was always in the news. Always had some shit going on. Your bestie sister told you about it. She worked for the city, child. Child. But yes, he said he never used his own urine. Our girl Journey Smollett, not to be confused with her brother Juzzy. So her ex-husband says he wants 50% of her retirement funds. Now, this is nearly 4 years after they got divorced. Her ex-husband, his name is Josiah Bell, and he is allegedly requesting a share of her retirement funds. Now, according to Essence magazine or website now, they they said that they spoke with him, and he reportedly requested 50% of her retirement accounts, including her Screen Actors Guild pension for the and they were married for 9 years from 2010 to 2019. Child. Now they say he put an application out to readjust, the divorce settlements, and they may have to go back to court, even though the divorce was finalized in August of 2021. Now back then, Journey consented to pay him close to $1 million as a part of the settlement at the time of the divorce. Excuse me. In addition to that, he has been getting $7,000 a month in child support for their son, Hunter Zion Bell. And that's since they separated back in 2019. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know. I, Journey, go get you a good lawyer, ma'am. Ma'am, go get you a good lawyer. Y'all been divorced for damn near 4 years. Ma'am, go get you a good lawyer. The money you gonna spend to pay him, use that money for a good lawyer, ma'am, and keep it going. She had him on Underground. I didn't know who did he, let me see who he was on Underground. Let me see. So Josiah Bell. I remember him from Underground. Oh, that's him. Interesting. Yeah. That's some fuckboy shit though. Sir, you a grown ass man. And you a grown ass man. You a grown ass man over here trying to beg your ex-wife for money. Bitch, go get a fucking job. You know, y'all, ladies, please be vigilant in who you lend your box to or who you let lay in the bed with you. Cause some of these motherfuckers ain't shit. Oh God, we go from one. Speaking of the International Federation of Fuck Boys, no, when I saw him, I immediately remembered who he was. Xavier. When I saw his face, I immediately remembered him. Speaking of the International Federation of Fuck Boys, you know, the IFFB. Speaking of the IFFB, hashtag IFFB, because we have the International Federation of Fuck Boys. Stephen A. Smith is a new person getting rewarded for bad behavior. So he just signed a 5-year, $100 million contract with ESPN. Why y'all giving this fuckboy more money? He gets on my nerves. He is lockstep and key in that same basket of deplorables with Candace Owens, with Jason Whitlock, Emmanuel Acho, all of these people who are allegedly black, but always have every bad thing to say about black people and no bad thing to say about white people. He is full lockstep and key in that wing in the basket of deplorables with those people. There's nothing good about this man at this point. Nothing good about this man. Okay? No redeeming qualities. Now, me over here, I say to all of the groupie skanks and whores that want to lay down and get their box beat in and have a child so as to try to secure the bag, they need to get their ass a job too. Oh, we spare no one around here, okay? If you're a grown man, grown woman, grown non-binary, gender conforming person, get your ass up and get a fucking job. Listen, if I see Stephen A. Smith on my television, Montrez, I immediately turn that shit off. He to me is just like at this point, he's like Jason Whitlock to me. And Jason Whitlock is easily one of the worst human beings walking the planet. Jason Whitlock is easily one of the worst human beings walking the planet. I'm just being honest. And now Stephen A. Smith is right there with him. In more sports news, we got quite a bit of sports news this morning. Xavier Worthy, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, he was arrested in Williamson County, Texas. He was arrested last night, Friday night, on suspicion of domestic violence, specifically an assault against a family or household member by impeding their breathing or circulation, basically choking. Now, y'all know he's dating this girl, Tia Jones, who's a track star. She runs track. But I thought his girlfriend was on one of those reality shows. I thought it was a girl claiming Xavier Worthy that was on one of these reality shows. I don't remember. But his girlfriend, her name that was involved in this, her name is Tia Jones. She runs track. Law enforcement, he says he's apparently still in jail down to the Williamson County, and has without bail. He's waiting to appear before a judge at some point today. Now he might be already out, but when I pulled this article, he had not yet gotten in front of the judge to get bail. We still waiting to get all of the details, but the charge that they gave him is a 3rd-degree felony. Uh-huh. Yep. So listen, y'all have to monitor. I keep telling y'all, monitor who you let up in your box, who you let lay up in the bed with you. These people ain't shit. Some of these young men, they have this God complex because they be done went through middle school, high school, college, and now professional sports where everybody tells them, yeah, you good, yeah, you right. And anytime they face any consequences, somebody makes it go away. So they feel like they have these godlike complexes where they could do anything to anybody and get away with it all of the time. And y'all got to monitor. I know some of y'all be trying to secure the bag and y'all be trying to be with these people, but you got to know who you laid up in bed with. I'm just saying. Now, Jason says he don't trust his eyebrows alone. When you got the little slit cuts in your eyebrows, I'm with you, Jason. Child, I don't trust you either. Yeah, the woman's name is Tia Jones, little baby. And I when I went and looked her up, she runs track, but I swore it was somebody, and maybe I swore it was somebody who was claiming on one of these reality shows somewhere, who was claiming she was with. Was it on Wags? It was somebody on one of these shows that was claiming they was with Xavier Worthy, I thought. So I don't know. No, he's definitely drinking brown liquor and beating women. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is, sir, keep your hands off people. Keep your hands off of people, okay? Lord. Sorry, y'all. My cell phone is blowing up. My cell phone. Uh so these two women, they have a podcast. What's the name of their podcast? Um, it's called Inmate T with A and P. That's the name of it. Inmate T with A and P. Now that's April and Patricia, April Smith and Patricia Dillard. Now they had R. Kelly on the phone from prison on their podcast. Apparently, they had him on there singing and shit and talking and all kinds of stuff. This what they do. They get the little, excuse me, they get the people from they get the people down to the prison house, in between, uh, uh, um, in between, you know, uh, uh, cell block, time and time in solitary and time out, in the yard and time, blowing each other's backs out in there. They come on on their podcast. Um, they said that getting the interview happened totally by accident. They said they were interviewing a different inmate who mentioned R. Kelly was in the same prison, and he managed to get R. Kelly on the line. April and Patricia say they were comfortable going forward with the interview because they didn't discuss his case at all. He's he's still under gag order, a gag rule while he appeals his conviction on multiple charges. But Patricia from the podcast said, quote, We're just two individuals who are able to separate the art from the artist. End of quote. Because the people started dog walking them when they saw that they had R. Kelly on their podcast and was interviewing him. They said they've had mixed responses to the podcast, which they expected, considering many people have considered R. Kelly fully canceled since his conviction. But still they told TMZ, quote, when R. Kelly calls, you answer. End of quote. How about no? How about when R. Kelly calls, you block that bitch? You make that bitch a new kid on the block, because we may not be in the business of you peeing on us. We may not be in the business of you having us locked up in your basement somewhere to be used as your human fleshlight, for us to be used and abused and become your sex slave. How about that? How about we don't want to get the herpes, since you passing around the herpes to everybody? When R. Kelly calls, you answer. No, you don't. But baby, social media is dog walking them. Okay. Now, if you want to go down there and listen to it, not is that Giselle and Robin. Girl, I can't stand you, hero. Child, they were out here interviewing the inmates, honey, and they got Aura on the line. Girl, I can't. These are y'all people. These are y'all people. Oh God, these two right here are becoming. Hey, China White. These people are becoming hashtag ABCs for me. Anytime I see a story with these two, my ass itches. Let me tell you something. I'm at the point now, I just can't stand these two. That's DDG and Haley Bailey. And so he's accusing Haley of keeping their son from him. In a Friday live stream, he stated that he was often referred to as the quote secondary parent, end of quote, and prevented from having unlimited access to their son Halo. According to him, Hallie would only allow him to see the child for a limited time, and he believes he is being treated unfairly. He said on his live stream, quote, and it's getting to a point where I feel like I'm honestly getting bullied when it comes to me just wanting to just be a dad. I just want to be able to see my son when I want to see my son, take my son when I want to take my son. End of quote. Now he revealed that earlier that day he had gone to Hallie's house to spend time with his son Halo, only to be turned away. He said, quote, I planned my whole day to be with him. My whole day was around that. And then I get here, I get there, and I can't, and I'm kicked out of the crib, can't see him, whatever. End of quote. I don't listen. I y'all two. Jesus God. I just that I don't I don't these people I don't like them anymore. They work my nerves. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like any of this. I don't like them. I hate them being in the headlines. I don't want to see them anymore. They are becoming hashtag ABCs. Hey, L. Sid, you in the bushes today? Okay, boo. I don't know if he planned. I don't know what the situation, baby. I don't know. I don't care about these people. I don't care. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go away. Go with God. So, we got a lot of stories from the hashtag IFFC, the International Federation of Fuckboys. They is really in the news today. Do you hear me? So, Former president and vice president of the International Federation of Fuckboys, Christopher Maurice and Tory Lanez are in the news today. So Tory Lanez has revealed that Christopher Maurice covered his legal fees. He said Christopher Maurice covered his legal fees during his trial. He said, quote, "Where was you niggas when I was in Cali, fucked up with no covers to bundle up? Only real nigga that helped me was Chris Brown. That really my brother, bruh." And the quote, "Sir, you looking for us to help you? You looking for us to do something for you? Only another fuck boy that beats on women and assaults women is going to pay for your fuck shit and fuckery. Okay? Going on down there, Xavier Worthy, he might help you out. I don't know. But most of us want nothing to do with you, sir. You shot the woman in her foot. Sir, why are you here? How is this, L. Teddy? How is this not in the goddamn hashtag ABC's, L. Teddy? How the fuck is this not in the... I blame you, L. Teddy. I blame you. This should have been in the hashtag ABC's because a bitch just can't. A bitch just can't. I'm just saying. Right. Abusers unite. Like is there a convention coming up? Because you see all of the fuck boys are coming out of hiding. Is there a convention coming up for the International Federation of Fuck Boys? Because I promise you, they're all coming out of hiding. They're all coming out of hiding. I don't have this type of time. In some good news, the young lady you see there, her name is Lincia Kabidi. Lincia Kabidi. She is going to be the first full-time Elphaba for the Broadway play Wicked. Now, there have been some previous Elphabas, but they were usually understudies or they would, fill in when the main Elphaba was not there. She's going to be the first one that is her role. She's the leading lady. That's her spot. And so she's the full-time Elphaba, and it's going to be the first time. Now they've had a full-time Glenda. Well, I can't think of this girl name. Her last name is Johnson. They've had a full-time Glenda. But this will be the first time they've had a full-time Elphaba. There have been some black Elphabas before, but like I said, they were either understudies or they were filling in when the main when the full-time Elphaba was not there. So we're glad to see it. It should have happened years ago, but here we are. Here we are. The first the first one that I can remember playing Elphaba that was black was Brandy Siobhan Massey. I believe she was one of the first ones. And this is on Broadway. Now, if you include the West End over in the UK, Alexia Kadeem, she was black and she was the first full-time Elphaba over on the West End. But over here in on Broadway, we haven't had one. Saquon, what's my girl last name? Saquon, she played her Elphaba too. She was a standby. Saquon, I think it's Sing Below something. It was something African, but I know her first name is Saquon. I've seen her do it. And there's another black Elphaba that was a standby too. Can't remember her name. Lily Cooper. Lily Cooper. I couldn't remember her name. God, it just came to me. Lily Cooper. She played as well. I love Wicked. I've seen the Broadway play 4 times. I think I've seen the movie about 12 times. Judge your mama, don't judge me. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I've been through. I think I've seen the movie about 12 times, but I've seen the Broadway play 4 times. So glad to see it. Glad to see it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world. I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Before we get to the Sugar Spike segment, can I tell y'all, shout out to the members. A time was had last night on the Members Only Live. So yesterday afternoon, we had a Members Only Live. When I tell you, a time was had. We had a time last night. We had some stories that were told. We're not going to tell y'all what those stories were. It's just for the Members Only Live. But let's just say we were able to talk about some shit on the Members Only Live that we can't talk about on here in the regular lives. Baby, listen, if you missed last night Members Only Chat and you are a member, go back, TJ, go back and watch the Members Only Live. A time was had, honey. A story was told, honey. Woo, child. Child. That was a good story, too. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. Listen, tell them, little baby, we had a good time last night, honey. Down to the Members Only Chat. Now to the Members Only Live. Shout out to the members. If you're a member, it's still up. You can go watch it after this live. All right, so in our first Sugar Spiky moment, wasn't they telling their business? Wasn't they Quake? Child Demetria. It was X-rated, honey. Child. Woo! Child. We had a good time. Child. We had a fun time. If you ain't a member, I keep trying to tell people we have a great time in the Members Only Chat and the Members Only Live. We're going to have to do another Members Only Live, y'all. I'll let y'all know when. Anyway, so in our first Sugar Spiky story, y'all know we got a bunch of Sugar Spiky stuff today. Ohio University's Black Alumni Reunion has been put on hold as the university assesses its DEI rules. Ohio University is putting its 2025 Black Alumni Reunion on hold and canceling several events associated with the triannual celebration at the state's oldest university. The university said in a statement Tuesday, the Alumni Planning Committee and Ohio University are reviewing the event to assess the impacts of the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights Dear Colleague memo, which demands public universities halt all race-based programs. The university said it is also evaluating the effects of legislation in the Ohio General Assembly that could impact such programs. The Ohio Senate passed a bill in February that would ban diversity, equity, and inclusion programs at all public universities. Ohio University said in a statement that the Black Alumni Reunion is an important celebration of the university community that has always been open to all individuals who have an interest in the event. The university says some of the programming needs to be, quote, reimagined, end of quote, but did not specify which events have been wholly canceled. The statement from the university said, quote, the university is obligated to follow OCRs, that's the Office of Civil Rights at the Department of Education, The university is obligated to follow OCR's guidance in order to protect our access to critical federal funding, including students' continued access to federal financial aid. End of quote. Black Alumni Reunion co-chairs Terry Frazier and Jillian Causey said in a statement, this was a difficult decision. They also said in a statement, quote, we remain committed to honoring the legacy and accomplishments of Ohio University's Black alumni. We will continue working with the university to develop a plan that aligns with evolving federal and state guidelines while preserving the significance of this gathering, end of quote. Now, the university president, Lori Stewart Gonzalez, said in a statement that she is disappointed that OU needs to place this gathering on hold. She said in a statement, quote, as I shared with our university community earlier this week, in light of changes to federal and state guidance, we will need to think differently about some of the ways that we live out our mission and vision. And I'm incredibly thankful for the planning committee's willingness to work with us to reimagine this event moving forward, end of quote. Despite canceling these events, the university is still keeping its Pride, Multicultural, and Women's centers open as Ohio State University and other colleges work to comply with the memo and comply early with Senate Bill 1 before it has been signed into law. Now, students and faculty at both Ohio University and Ohio State University have protested against the measures taken against diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in the last week. This is happening, y'all. This is happening. This is happening. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Catherine Powell. If you've gone to a university, and this is not just PWI, I'm talking even HBCUs. A lot of HBCUs are in the state university system. So that means they're state funded. That means that anytime that state passes laws that applies to all state schools, they have to comply whether they're an HBCU or not. So as you can see, the ship has already sailed. The ball has already started rolling on them eliminating programs at these universities centered around Black people. And we have to be prepared for that. This is happening. This is really happening. So we really need to start prepare for this. If I were you, I would talk to our alumni association. I know like Lil Baby's very active with her alumni association. And go and start to really get yourself involved with the national alumni associations of your respective school that you went to see how they're going to attack or how they're going to deal with these attacks on all events surrounding Black people. So in more sugar spiky news, so y'all know we're just going to continue to get more and more information about this situation with Caleb Wilson's awful death. So now the young man you see down there on the bottom right, that's Caleb McCray. He's a former Southern University student and a member of Omega Psi Phi. He has already been arrested in connection with the death of Caleb Wilson, and he's been charged with manslaughter and hazing. Now, Baton Rouge police say that they are preparing warrants to arrest 2 additional suspects in connection with the hazing-related death of Caleb Wilson. So we have this young man down at the bottom right, whose name is Caleb McCray, but they said that they're right now about to issue warrants for 2 more suspects connected to this. This is a tragedy everywhere around. Every way around. Now Caleb McCray's attorney is on record saying, quote, I maintain my client's innocence and urged the public to withhold rushing to judgment until all the evidence is heard. End of quote. Okay. Okay. So this stuff is going to come out drip by drip, drip by drip. It's going to keep coming out. And a lot of lives are going to be irreparably damaged and changed because of this. I'm just saying. So, in more news, and I'm glad I saw this story because it ain't just us. So, I'm glad I saw this story. That is Phi Kappa Tau, which is a white fraternity. And so at East Carolina University, Phi Kappa Tau has multiple hazing allegations that's being made against it in just the month of February alone. In just the month of February alone, one person's they've been there's so many allegations, it's hard to keep up with. One person states that they were made to do cocaine in the basement of the fraternity house. Another pledge stated that they made them do elbow planks on beer caps and made them throw up on each other. Another former pledge says that they have heard about several punishments and things that were coming, which made them he didn't want to disclose what it was, but it made him immediately stop his pledging process. Allegations are flying out, but yeah, the most alarming ones are the fact that they are making pledges do cocaine in the basement of the fraternity house and then making them vomit on each other. Now, East Carolina University Police Deputy Chief Chris Sutton says that the fraternity house is out of their jurisdiction. Greenville police say they have not received any reports of hazing allegations. However, news outlets have spoken with students who have told news outlets this. A university spokesperson says Phi Kappa Tau was recolonized at ECU in the spring of 2023 after being suspended in 2018 when police say they seized more than 2,500 Xanax bars from the fraternity house. In one report of allegations of hazing, one of the pledges wrote the following quote: "I really can't provide information," and they have something redacted, but the pledges have been hit with eyes blocked, leaving bruises, condiments poured on the person, and soap and beer in the eyes. In addition, on pledges' elbows, there are cuts and bruises from elbow planks on bottle caps. They also force the person to throw up on another person. The pledges still in have heard about the next punishment that they have to do and are fearing for their safety. Now, all of this is coming out of this fraternity house, this white fraternity house, but campus police say that this is out of their jurisdiction. The city police department says, "Oh, we haven't received any official allegations yet. Nothing has come to our desk yet." And yet this is still going on. Child, I told y'all. I don't even know what Xanax bars are, little baby, but apparently they had 2,500 of them. A lot of times with these fraternity houses, little baby, it's not university property. It's the property of the fraternity itself. And so because it's property of the fraternity itself and not the property of the university, that means that the university police department does not have jurisdiction because they only have jurisdiction over university property, and in some jurisdictions they have a certain amount of feet or amount of distance off university property, but in most cases these houses are in a lot, especially at PWIs. In many cases, these houses are owned by the fraternities themselves, either that fraternity's national headquarters or sometimes even the local chapter, because a lot of these fraternities have very high ranking members that have millions of dollars that they donate back to the fraternity, and so they can buy these houses and upkeep these fraternity and sorority houses. So yeah, it's not university property. It would be on the municipality police department, either the sheriff's office or the local police department. It would be their jurisdiction. In more sugar spiky news now, y'all that like to get y'all hair braided, y'all might want to pay attention to this. So, a consumer report has found that that there are toxic chemicals in many of the popular synthetic braiding hair brands. A new consumer report investigation has raised concerns about the safety of synthetic braiding hair, revealing that some of the most widely used brands contain hazardous chemicals, including carcinogens, lead, and volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. Testing on 10 popular braiding hair brands found toxic substances in every sample. Among the brands tested were Sensational Expression, 3X Pre Stretched Braid, Magic Fingers, 3X Pre Stretched Braiding Hair, and Shake and Go Free Tress 3X Pre Stretched Braiding Hair. Those are three of the brands. They have, I'm gonna tell you the ones that I see on this list. You have Darling brand, and they have multiple, I guess, different kinds of hair in these brands. Darling, they have the Flexi Rod Curls Crochet, and they have the Debut brand. They have Wavy Hair Weave, the 20-inch one. These are the ones that they tested. In the Sassy Collection brand, they tested the 100% Kankalon Jumbo Braid. In the HBEGANT, HBEGANT. They tested the Afro Twist Pre-Fluffed Wrapping Hair. Magic Fingers is the next brand. They tested 3X Pre-Stretch Braiding Hair. For Sensational, the Sensational brand, Sensational brand, because it's two N's and an EL on the end. They tested the RUWA RUWA 3X pre-stretched kids braid. They tested the Shake and Go brand Free Tress 3X pre-stretched braid. The Sensational Expression 3X pre-stretched braid. The Shake and Go Organique Master Mix Water Curl Weave, and the Sensational Lulu Tress Crochet Braid Passion Twist. Those are the ones that they tested. Now they tested them because they said that there were many consumers that had started reporting adverse reactions such as skin irritation, scalp discomfort, and lingering chemical odors after installing the synthetic braids. And so there was a test that was done with, and this is the reporting. Listen, I don't get my hair braided. I don't know. Hey, Tawana. Um, I listen. I don't know. I'll give you the Let me see if I have a link because this is a link. I have the article, but I want to see if they have a link to the actual report. Um, I want to see if I can get Let me see. Consumer reports synthetic hair. All right, I think I got it, y'all. All right, so here's the actual consumer report. I'm gonna send this to y'all. Trying to see if they got. Oh yeah, so they have the list on here, so you can look at the list and you can use it. And when you go to your next hair appointment, maybe you can ask your well, they had crochet. Yeah, well, I think the list that I think the link is too long. I'm gonna put the Tracy. Where's Tracy C? Um I'm gonna send this to I'm gonna send this to Tracy C, and she might and I'm gonna have her put it in the members only chat because the link is too long for me to the link is too long for me to put in the chat because there's a word, not a word count, but a character count in the chat. But I'm gonna send it to Tracy C. Maybe Tracy C can turn it into a tiny URL. I just don't have the time to do it right now. But you know how you can create a tiny URL and then you can make it into a and you can make it into a tiny. I just don't have time to do all of that. So I sent it to Tracy C. Let me see if Tracy C still in the chat. Oh, I'll drop it on the community wall. Yes. Thank you. Let me drop it on the community wall. Somebody probably saying, well, with all the time you spending on this, L Teddy, you could have been created the tiny URL. All right. Yeah, it's a real long URL, so that's why. All right. All right, it's on the community wall, y'all. If somebody want to go over there and snatch it up and create a tiny URL, you could do it, but it's on the community wall. So you can get it there. Go look on my community wall if you need that report. But I wanted to give that to y'all because I know I got a lot of my beautiful black queens that's in this chat. And I know y'all be getting y'all hair did. And I know y'all don't want no issues with y'all good hair. So I had to make sure that I got that to y'all. All right. So there we go. All right. Symmetry says 58 people watching. There should be 58 likes. Okay. I don't even know how many likes we have. I don't even be looking at it. But yes, I put that list. I put the URL in the community wall. If you go scroll, but it's a long article, but you got to scroll all the way down, and then you'll see the chart that lists all of the different brands that they tested. Okay. And that's coming from Consumer Reports. Now, in our next sugar spiky story, in some good news, a federal judge ruled Thursday that President Donald John acted illegally when he fired a member of an independent labor agency, and the judge ordered that she be allowed to remain on the job. U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell in Washington, D.C., found Trump did not have the authority to remove Gwen Wilcox from the National Labor Relations Board. Now, we reported on him firing um, Gwendolyn Wilcox. We reported on him firing. Gwen Wilcox. We reported on that a couple weeks ago, and I'm glad to hear this story. Now, federal judge Beryl Howell said in her ruling, quote, "An American president is not a king, not even an elected one, and his power to remove federal officers and honest civil servants like the plaintiff is not absolute," end of quote. She acknowledged the administration's argument that the Supreme Court may be inclined to overturn a 90-year-old decision restricting the president's power to remove members of independent agencies. But the judge said that until and unless the high court acts, current law clearly supports keeping Ms. Wilcox in her role. Now, of course, they are appealing because they're trying to make it to the Supreme Court, where they are expecting the Supreme Court to rule in their favor. Now, Ms. Wilcox sued the Trump administration after he fired her and the agent. He sued her. He fired her and the agency's general counsel, Jennifer Albruzzo, and we've reported on that over here. So it's good to know that they got to get this woman back her job and leave her the hell alone. In more news with stupid people doing stupid ass shit. So because these people are just fucking idiots. So Pete Hegseth has had the Pentagon take away all pictures and references to the Enola Gay because it has the name gay in the name of the plane. Now, if you aren't familiar with the Enola Gay is the ship, not the ship, but the plane that carried the atomic bomb that the first atomic bomb that they detonated over here Hiroshima. And so naturally, when you go to the Pentagon and other military places, that have museums or historical information, you'll see pictures and things referencing the Enola Gay. There are pictures on government websites that talks about the history of the atomic bomb and so forth. These idiots have taken down every picture and all references to the Enola Gay because that's in the name of the plane. Mind you, that's a common last name. You do realize that, right? This is the fuck shit that we got going on. Because if your disdain for the gay community, now anything that has the word gay in it, you just get rid of, right? You do know that that's a whole last name. Lots of people have it, right? You do know that there's a whole definition for the word gay that just means happy. Should we eliminate all of the Christmas songs that has the word gay in it that doesn't mean being homosexual, but generally just means being happy? There are childhood songs that have the word gay in it. We're going to just eliminate them. I'm not doing this with y'all. These people are fucking idiots. Well, in another instance of the leopard eating someone's face. So now Donald John and his bust down of the year, Elon, they're in a tizzy because there was a cabinet meeting this past Thursday, and Elon was there, and they said that cabinet members was going off. They said it was an explosive cabinet meeting where some of the secretaries were basically going in and said, "How the fuck you letting this bitch come in here and fire all of these people? We need these people." They said, what's this man name? The transportation secretary, Sean Duffy. Transportation secretary was going off because he was like, he's firing air traffic controllers, and I got planes falling out the sky, and I'm trying to do reports on plane crashes, and he's firing the people that I need. They say Marco Rubio was going off talking about him having people fired from the Department of from the State Department. But this is what you asked for. This is what the fuck y'all signed up for. The leopard is eating your face. Now they said that President Trump ended up putting some things out saying that that the department should take their orders from the departmental secretaries and before they take any orders from Elon. But you have publicly these department secretaries basically rolling over and falling in line with whatever Elon and his band of fuckboys say. So now we have infighting. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Y'all mad? Y'all wanted this shit? Y'all go work that shit out. I ain't got shit to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Frankly, I don't give a damn about whatever y'all got going on. I don't give a damn. Leave us out of it. Go with God. In other sugar spiky news, and this will be our last sugar spiky story of the day. Try not to have too much because it's Silly Saturday. Columbia University has lost $400 million in federal grants. The Trump administration is canceling $400 million in grants and contracts to Columbia University, alleging harassment of Jewish students on campus. This is the first round of cuts, and according to a news release from the Department of Education, additional cancellations are expected to follow, end of quote. The Trump administration says Columbia University has failed to take action on anti-Semitic harassment on campus. Quote, since October 7th, Jewish students have faced relentless violence, intimidation, and anti-Semitic harassment on their campuses, only to be ignored by those who are supposed to protect them. Universities must comply with all federal anti-discrimination laws if they are going to receive federal funding. End of quote. And that's according to Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon. Now, this is all about the fact that you had students who were peacefully protesting. Let's say that again. Yeah, this is Columbia University in New York. These are people who were peacefully protesting the genocide in Gaza. It's bad enough that y'all went out here arresting these In most cases, all you had was what you see here, which is peaceful protest. They set up their little tents, they had their little signs. Nobody was violent. It was peaceful protest. And because they protested the genocide taking place, by sheer virtue of them protesting it, it's being made out to be this whole anti-Semitic violent thing, and none of it was that. You had hundreds of students across the country that were expelled, suspended, arrested, all of this stuff, and there was no violence involved. And so now this goes even further because they've already told you they're not here for protests. Mind you, protesting is protected in the goddamn Constitution. They don't give a damn about the Constitution. They don't give a damn. And so now, what do you think Columbia is going to do? Well, Columbia University has already formed a new established a new disciplinary committee to investigate anybody who criticizes Israel that attends the school. So now, anytime you criticize Israel or have a problem with what Israel is doing, you have to go get investigated, because now the school is being pressured from the U.S. Department of Education because they've lost $400 million in grants. And now the school won't let, in turn, is going to punish students who want to simply express their right to protest as they have, which is protected in the goddamn Constitution. Here the fuck we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. And they're saying Columbia is the start. They're going to go institution by institution. Here we are. Listen, Ravine. Listen, keep your son uplifted. I'm not going to tell you to tell him not to not to protest, because protest is our constitutional right. But without protest, we wouldn't have any other progress that we have. But keep your son lifted up in prayer. Keep a good attorney or retainer, so if anything happened, we could go and make sure nephew is okay. Because we're living in very volatile times. But I applaud your son, Ravine, because so many people just sit down and don't want any parts of being a part of the solution. So many people stay silent to this type of stuff instead of really being involved. And it's only because of the few people that do get involved, that do protest, that do fight for our rights, that the masses get the rights that we have. The masses only have the rights that they have because of the small few that said no and went out there, put their lives and bodies and livelihoods on the line for the greater good of everybody. While people sitting their ass on the couch, these people are out here fighting for everyone else's rights. I'm just saying. I know that's right. So now we're down to our Khakis corner. Today we're back in Virginia. Virginia, we're gonna be on y'all necks a lot this year. Why? Because y'all have elections, a lot of statewide elections this year in Virginia. So we're gonna be in Virginia quite a bit this year. New Jersey as well. So for Khakis corner today, we are in the great state of Virginia, and we are looking at the state the attorney general race in Virginia. Attorneys general are some of the most important people around the country. These are the people who decide what things get what things make it to court. Even though you may have district attorneys and state attorneys and attorneys generals, these are the people who are in charge with enforcement of the laws. So they're the ones who decide what goes to court, what we don't necessarily have to go to court. And there's a lot that goes into the job of an attorney general, more than people are even know, I should say, and more than people really care about, even though they should care much more about it. I would argue in a lot of cases, your attorney general is more important than your governor, because the attorney general is the one who really does a lot of enforcement of things within the state. Now, the primaries, I believe I looked that up. It was I believe it's in June. Hold on. I looked it up. I forgot the date. I should have remembered. The primaries are June 17th, 2025. June 17th, 2025 is the primary in the great state of Virginia. Dear God, I have forgot. So we're still in primary season. Here is one Democratic candidate, Gerald Jones. He is a Democrat. He's running for attorney general. Now, I don't have all of the information on these people. Y'all gonna have to go do your own due diligence. I'm just trying to give you what names are out there so you can go do your homework. I can't do everything for you. Lord. The next candidate, Democratic candidate, is Shannon Taylor. Shannon Taylor, a Democrat. I would go look her up. She's a running for attorney general. And those are the only two Democrats that have declared their candidacy for attorney general. There is a Republican that's the incumbent, Jason Mieres. He is the incumbent. Hey, L Love, my love. He's the incumbent, and he's the current attorney general. And a lot of this fuck shit that Glenn Youngkin does, it's Jason Mieres that carries a lot of this shit out. He is running again, and I would tell y'all need to get his ass out of there. So because he's the incumbent and he's running again, naturally, the Republican primary is not. He's not really going to have any contenders, but just wanted you to have that. So all of my Virginia people, let's go back. We have Gerald Jones. You can vote early in the Virginia primaries. I just saw some information. Let me get that. Let me give you that website that gives you all of the dates for early voting. If you live in Virginia, in the chat, that is a website you can go to, and it gives you all of the information on the primaries, early voting that you can do, and all of this stuff that you need to know for voting in Virginia. Okay, so look, go to that website I just put in the chat, and it'll give you all of the information you need. Okay, you're welcome. So you have Gerald Jones. Please go do your homework on these individuals so that when you get to the primaries are so important, so very important, because this is where you can truly decide on a candidate that best aligns with what you with how you feel, or your ideologies, or your political views. You may have a Democratic primary where you have a centrist Democrat, or you may have a liberal or a progressive, and you want to make sure that you vote in the primaries so you have the candidate that best aligns with your political views. We have Shannon Taylor, who's also a Democratic candidate, and then we have the incumbent that we want to get out of there. All right. It's time for, I know it's Women's History Month, but we doing Black Women's History, okay? It's time for Black Women's History. So we have two today, two wonderful women. I just learned of them today as well. The first one is Sharon Y. Bowen. Sharon Y. Bowen is the first Black woman to head the New York Stock Exchange. She was born on July 23rd, 1956, in Chesapeake, Virginia, to Laverta Wilson and Alan Dosher Bowen Sr. She is the youngest of 5 children. Her father was an electrician at the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. Her sister, Sheila Bowen Taylor, was the first Black woman to serve as a nuclear engineer at the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. So this is a powerful family, y'all. As a child, Miss Bowen attended segregated schools. By the time she entered high school, the public schools were desegregated. She excelled in this new environment, becoming student body president and homecoming queen, and she finished second in her class. In 1978, she received her BS degree in economics from the University of Virginia in Charlottesville. In 1982, she received both her MBA and her JD degrees from Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Management and Northwestern University School of Law, respectively. After graduation, she worked as an attorney at the law firm of David Polk and Wardell in New York City. In 1988, she joined the law firm of Latham and Watkins and was named a partner in 1991. At Latham, she co-chaired the firm's diversity committee, co-chaired the firm's diversity hiring subcommittee, and co-founded the firm's Women Enriching Business Task Force. In 2010, she was appointed by President Barack Obama as vice chair of the Securities Investor Protection Corporation, SIPC. She was promoted to acting chair in 2012. During her time at the agency, she experienced some of the nation's biggest bankruptcies: the Lehman Brothers investment house collapse and the Bernie Madoff financial fraud. In 2014, Bowen became the commissioner of the U.S. Commodity Future Trading Commission, CFTC, becoming the first African American to hold this position. She remained at the CFTC until 2017. Her tenure at the CFTC coincided with enacting the rules developed as part of the Dodd-Frank reforms, which followed the 2008 financial crisis. In 2021, she became the chair of the New York Stock Exchange, one of the world's most enduring symbols of capitalism. She is the first woman of color to hold that position in the exchange's 229-year history. Bowen has also served as a board member of the New York Lawyers for the Public Interest, the New York City Economic Development Corporation, and Public Education Needs Civil Involvement in Learning, or Pencil. She also served as a board member of the boards of Bacht Trust, Neuberger Berman, and Akami Technologies. In 2006, she was selected as the Metropolitan Black Bar Association Lawyer of the Year. The following year, she was named the New York City Bar Association Diversity Champion. She was inducted in the Futures Industry Association Hall of Fame in 2022. At the New York Stock Exchange, she worked to expand the number of companies listed on the exchange and to further the New York Stock Exchange's efforts in the areas of environmental, social, and governance. As a co-chair of the New York Stock Exchange Board Advisory Council, she works to identify diverse candidates for open board seats among the New York Stock Exchange listed companies. She's married to Larry Morse. And that is the story of this giant in economics, Sharon Y. Bowen. Listen, that's a powerful woman. Um, L Love, send me the information so I can look it up and present it here. L Love, send me that information so I can look it up and we'll do it at one of our Kornacki's Khakis corner. So yes, I had never heard of her. I'm so glad that I found out who she was, and I'm so glad to bring her to you. As you can see, her biography is stellar, and I'm upset that she is not celebrated more. I feel like I should hear more about her within black circles and within the black diaspora. But I was so glad to bring her story to you as I learned about her today. Our second black women's history moment is that of Cheryl White. Cheryl White is the nation's first black female horse jockey. She was born on October 29th, 1953, in Cleveland, Ohio. Her father, Raymond White, was an African American horse trainer, and her mother, Doris, was a Polish American racehorse owner. The family owned 80 acres of land in Rome, Ohio, and several thoroughbred horses. White began riding horses when she was 4 years old, and when she told her father she wanted to become a jockey, um, he laughed. She was the first female to apply for a jockey license at Thistledown Racetrack in Cleveland, where she regularly trained with her parents. She attended Grand Valley High School in nearby Orwell, Ohio, and graduated in 1971, soon after being awarded an academic scholarship to Bowling Green State University. White made history in her first official race on June 15th, 1971. She rode her father's horse, Ace Reward, and although she started first, she finished in last place out of 11 riders. On, on July 29th, 1971, she appeared on the cover of Jet magazine. She was interviewed during her third career race, riding Othello's Treasure. White placed third in her race, but was quickly disqualified for mishandling her horse at the start of the race and crossing lines in front on another rider, I should say. She was then sent for 2 additional weeks of training, focusing on running horses from the starting gate. White earned $35 every time she mounted a horse for a race and kept 10% of her horse's earnings each time she placed first. On September 2nd, 1971, at the age of 17, and all of those other races, she was just 17, y'all. The ones that we just talked about, she was only 17 in those previous races. And even when she was on Jet Magazine, she was only 17. Only 17. She at the age of 17 on September 2nd, 1971, she became the first African American female jockey to win a thoroughbred race. Her victory came at Waterford Park, Chester, West Virginia. In the same month, she became the first black woman to win 2 races on the same day in 2 separate states, winning both at Thistledown in Ohio and then at Waterford in West Virginia later that day. She was invited to the prestigious all ladies Boots and Bows handicap race in Atlantic City, New Jersey on August 28th, 1972, and won first place out of 14 riders. She relocated to California in 1974 and entered the riding scene at state and county fairs. She was the first woman to win with the Appaloosa Horse Club's Jockey of the Year award in 1977 and consecutively from 1983 to 1985. On October 19th, 1983, White made history again, winning 5 races in one day at the Fresno Fair in Central California. She was the leading Appaloosa rider in the United States for 5 consecutive years, but she also rode thoroughbred, quarter horses, paint, and Arabian horses. In 1990, she was presented an Award of Merit from the African American Sports Hall of Fame in Sacramento, as well as the Sports Award and Award of Merit from the California legislature. She passed the California Horse Riding Board Steward examination in 1991 and became the first female steward at a California racetrack. She then began working as a racing official, officially retired from riding in 1992. In 1994, she received the Successful African Americans in the Thoroughbred Racing Industry Award from the Bluegrass Black Business Association in Lexington, Kentucky. She died on September 20th, 2019, at the age of 65 at her home in Youngstown, Ohio. A memorial was held at Thistledown, where she ran her first race. She is survived by her brother Raymond White Jr. and numerous nieces and nephews. And that's the story of Cheryl White. Little known Black History moments. I didn't know about either of them. Let me know in the chat if you knew about either of these Black women. So we are glad to celebrate them on today. All right. Where's my boy Montrez? Montrez, it's that time. It is time for this day in music. What year do you think we're doing for this day in music? And this is a year that I think is going to be really good. Neither definitely learned something today. I'm glad you learned something today. I'd never heard about either one of them, Ravine. Montrez says 1990. Ravine says 1981. David said 1996. Montrez says 01. 1998. I got 89, 97, 2002. The year is 2007. So we are looking at the top R&B singles on March 8th, 2007. Now, this was a popular year. This is around the time I really started transitioning away from listening to the radio. And you know why I started transitioning away from listening to the radio? Because y'all started letting all of these white people get infused into our R&B music, and I wasn't here for it. And so I was like, oh, Jesus God. Child. There is a lot of hidden history that they don't tell us, Love, about our people. Child, this your freshman year in high school, Harold? Harold, you should know all these there. Child. All right. Let's see what the countdown is. Number 10 is Listen by Beyond Skank. Now listen, let me tell y'all something. This is right coming off of 2006, where you had Dreamgirls that came out. This song came in at number 10 on this list. It was still topping the charts, excuse me, in 2007, a year after the movie had come out. Okay. But I can tell you, Beyonce around this time, and y'all know I don't like Beyonce like that. Beyonce really around this time, this is where she started her, her skyrocketing. Like everything Beyonce at that point was just taking off. I mean, that first album, Crazy in Love, was good, but it was here where she started her meteoric rise, where all of the white people, the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, really started to pay her some attention. Child, Ravine says she was married with 2 children by then. Break It Off by Rihanna is number 9. Break It Off by Rihanna is number 9. Child. Look at Xavier. Xavier, like, I know all these songs. This a good year for you, Xavier? I see. All right. Number 7 is Pop and Listen. Now, this is the first song that I remember. I remember Chris Brown's first song, Run It. That's the first song, at least I remember by Chris Brown, Run It. If your man on the phone, if you ain't. So I remember my little sister, right? My little sister, I think my little sister was in like 8th grade or something like that at the time. And she was playing this song and on her she was playing it out loud on, I think, on her radio or something. And I was like, well, who is that girl? I never heard this girl. So my little sister cut her eyes at me and said, that ain't no girl. That's my future husband, Chris Brown. I said, oh, that's a dude. Baby, the way my little sister wanted to cuss me out. Promise by Sierra. Now, some people say Promise is her best song. I know a lot of people say Promise is her best song. Okay. Child, my little sister was born in 1990, in November of 1993. Okay. That's when my little sister was born. Hell, I got a brother that's born, the twins are born in 1999. Hell, I got a sister that's born in, my youngest sister was born in 2001. Okay. Cha. But yeah, a lot of people say Promise is Sierra's best song. I don't know that Sierra has a best song. I mean, her best song, I keep telling y'all, ain't even her song. It's so woo, so woo, so that ain't even her song, but that's her best song. Number 6. See what I mean? Y'all started letting these white people in. This song was fucking everywhere at this time. Oh my God. This is when Justin Timberlake was you know that song. Oh, when he's singing real high in the falsetto and shit. Listen. You could not escape this song. Y'all really let these white people infiltrate our music. I wasn't even trying to listen to this dumb shit because I still could not stand him at this point. But yeah, y'all had these white people all up in our R&B and stuff, inviting them to the cookouts and shit. That's number 6, My Love by Justin Timberlake. Listen, Pretty Ricky on the Hotline was my shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I used to go to the club in Miami, bitch, shout out to, in 2007, shout out to Club Boy. I used to be at Club Boy every week without fail. They knew me by bitch. Me and my friends, every week we was at Club Boy, the infamous Club Boy in Miami. Ciao. The time that we had back then, honey, baby, when we used to shake the club up, bitch. Bitch, the way we used to break it up, bitch. At least my friends did. You know, I used to be in the corner drinking, honey. And find it. Well, you couldn't find trade down, but I was finding me a date though. Was I dating at this time? I was dating. I did have a boyfriend. I showed it. Oh, I remember now. Oh dear God. I remember one time he wanted to go to the club with me and my friends. Ciao. Girl. He did one time. That did not go well. Because if I looked at anybody, he was snatching me. Who you looking at? What? Ciao. But yeah, on the hotline was a bop. Listen. On the hotline was a bop. That was a whole bop. Do you hear me? A whole bop. Just trying to tell you. Listen, let me go back. 5 in the morning. Oh, girl. Listen, sorry, I had a moment. I got an ice box where my heart used to be. Listen, oh Marion. Oh Marion. I got an ice box where my heart used. Listen. Ow. I ain't gonna lie, Omarion, that was my shit. Ow. I used to jam it. It was like it was the last bitch. Girl, did he eat on Icebox? Icebox was my shit, bitch. Woo, I love the video. I love the song. Child, I'm not doing this with you, Tracy. Oh, so you in the chat now when I was calling for you earlier, Tracy. You wouldn't know where to be found. Girl. TJ says she's still listening to the song to this day. Okay. Child. He thought he said SpongeBob instead of ice. You know what? Child. Child, listen. That on the hotline. Listen. Hold on, let me go back. Can I tell y'all how much of a bop on the hotline? I don't even know why it's down this far. I mean, like I said, this is just for this week, this day. It's just for March 8th. I don't know. Maybe it did make it to number one. I don't know. But I know on March 8th, this is the list. Can I tell y'all how on the hotline? Y'all sleeping. Pretty Ricky used to be jamming. Let me tell you something. Pretty Ricky was jamming on this one. Okay. So we have Icebox. Listen. The way for me, this song, it was always the first part. Stop. I was like, that's the gayest intro of any song I've ever heard in my life. And so me and my friends with our gay asses, anytime we wanted to be super gay, we would turn this song on and we would go, stop. Oh my God. She's 5'2", and I want you. This was a bop too, Lloyd. Lloyd ate on this song too. Listen. Lloyd ate on this song. I thought he said she was 5'2", not 5'2". I thought he said she was 5'2", as in 5'2". I don't know, but he ate on this song. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, the way this song used to be playing. Oh, listen, Player's Prayer off that album, Player's Prayer, that was my ringtone. Player's Prayer by Lloyd at that time, that was my. Thou shalt respect these streets. Thou shalt have in this blood. Oh my God. Just a Player's Prayer. Oh my God. Player's Prayer by Lloyd. Listen, y'all don't. This album by Lloyd ate on this. If Lloyd never put out another album in life, this album right here ate. I ain't gonna lie to you. But listen. I'm just saying. Listen, Miss Kiki, I don't care what the lyrics say. The song say 5'2". I'm sorry. That's what it say to me. I don't care. Child. I don't care what y'all say the lyrics say. It's 5'2" to me. She's 5'2". I'm just saying. Listen. I used to play this whole album by Lloyd. But Player's Prayer don't owe me nothing. That one song right there, that was my ringtone. bitch. That's number 3, y'all. Number 2. Now, try to contain yourself. Okay. Please try to contain yourself when I reveal the number 2. Okay. Please try to contain yourself when I reveal the number 2. Number 2 is Irreplaceable by Beyonce. She is twice on this list. This song was so big. My mama used to be, when I used to go to my mama's house, she used to be in her house talking about to the left, to the left. And mama, what you know about everything you own in a box? What do you even know about this song? Why you even sit? To this day, my mama loved this song. Loves this song. My mama loved. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the few songs. Y'all know I got a handful of songs by Beyonce that I'd be like, okay, I like that song. Irreplaceable falls into one of those handful of songs by Beyonce that I'd be like, okay, I like this Beyonce. I did like this song. I'm just saying. This song right here was everywhere. You could not get away. Neo made a lot of money off of this song. Let's be clear. This song was everywhere. 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 Okay. You could not get away from this song. You could not listen. You say you got the listen. Miss Shorty B. What Lloyd say? Cause girl, I'm on my knees. I promise I'll be good. I will never do it again. Ow, I'm on my knees. Listen. I'm sorry, I had to go back to play his prayer. When I say, girl, I'm on my knees. I promise I'll be good. I will never. That was my shit, bitch. Anyway, but Beyonce was everywhere. She is number 2. Of course. She is number. Listen. You could not get away from this song. I'm just saying. Listen, you could not get away from this song. Like I said, y'all let this white boy in. Hold on for a minute. Who is these people at my door? Hold on. All right, I'm back. Y'all love putting these white people in there. Thoughts in our ear. Can't help myself. How does it feel? Girl, this song, y'all. Oh God. Actually, when I looked at the list, this song topped the R&B charts more than any other song in 2007. I'm just saying. I didn't care for the song either, Xavier. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is just listen, TJ. This is only on March 8th because there was a lot of songs, and I only did the top 10. Okay, it was a lot of songs at this time that probably made the list. Maybe the next week, maybe the week before. I'm just saying. Not you staring at the list with Haitian disgust. Girl. I'm just saying. But yeah, y'all listen. Y'all had these people. Let me go back and review the list. Let's go all the way back. This is a strong list, y'all. This is a strong list, y'all. Listen. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This is a strong list. You got Listen by Beyonce, number 10. You got Break It Off by Rihanna is number 9. You have Poppin' by Christopher Maurice is number 8. You got Promise by Ciara is number 7. You got My Love by Justin Timberlake is number 6. On the Hotline by Pretty Ricky is number 5. Icebox by Omarion is number 4. You by Lloyd is number 3. Irreplaceable by Beyond Skank is number 2. And Lost Without You by Robin Thicke is number 1. On this day in music, March 8th, 2007. Now, it could have been higher later in the year or earlier in the year. I don't know, Harold. We just look at just March 8th. God, I didn't make the list. Lord. But yes, that's the list. Strong. Do y'all think that this is a strong year in terms of the top 10 R&B hit singles for this day? Is 2007 a strong year? Sounds like it was pretty strong. Hey, man. It's time for our video breakdown. It's time for our video. I have 3 videos today. Since we've been doing politics lately, I thought that we should revisit, since we're talking this week about people having outbursts during a presidential speech on the floor of Congress, I should remind you that Marjorie Taylor Greene had outbursts on Joseph Robinette when he did his State of the Unions. And so I should show you where this fuck bitch troglodyte comes from. Here's rare footage of Marjorie Taylor Greene at the first year of America. She's been a fuck bitch for a long time. That's the first season of American Idol, y'all. That bitch been an ain't shit ass bitch for a long ass time. That bitch that had this sense of entitlement for a long ass fucking time, okay? That's season 1 of American Idol. Oh, that's her. For real, for real. Here we go. Here's our next video. Y'all, if y'all laugh at this, y'all going to hell. I just want y'all to know that. If you laugh at this video, you're going. She gave that name as a stage name. Her name is Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she gave that as a stage name. Because remember, she talked about she didn't want her job to know that she was there. So she gave her stage name. Anyway, if you laugh at this video, you're going to hell. You are clapping your hands. She's clapping your good God is that. Good God is that. Good God. I said clap both of your hands. Clap over your hands. I said clap your. Oh. Y'all gonna be right with me on the 5th level of hell for laughing at this man. Oh, I got to see it again, God. You are clapping your hands. She's clapping your good God is that. Good God is that. Good God. I said clap both of your hands. Clap over your hands. I'm not doing this with y'all. Y'all going to hell. Y'all are going straight to hell. Y'all gonna be right there with me. Oh my Jesus, y'all gonna be right there with me. Oh Lord. Oh God, y'all got me over here with real thug tears over here. Y'all know I'm a thug. Oh, y'all got me laughing so bad. I'm crying with my real thug tears, y'all. All right, our last video. Our last video for our video breakdown today. So we had Mardi Gras happen this year, and someone in their infinite wisdom decided that they should have a float in Mardi Gras dedicated to y'all's boy. Oh, yes. Here's the video of a float in Mardi Gras dedicated to Diddy.
There's some chaos going on in the city of New Orleans.
I just want y'all to know y'all ain't shit. Y'all, hey, I'm going to play it again so you can take it all in.
There's some chaos going on in the city of New Orleans.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. I promise you. Y'all ain't shit. Okay. I don't know who has this type of time. Y'all are so petty. Oh my! One more time, because just for the pettiness of it all. Did you see how the sign in the front said "hard time"? I'm not doing this with you.
There's some chaos going on in the city of New Orleans.
Why do they have a painting of this man behind bars? Y'all are out of order. Y'all are so out of fucking order. Y'all are so out of order. Oh, I can't do this with y'all. Anyway, I'm not doing this with y'all. Y'all, it's time for our palate cleansers on the way out. We've had a great time, but it's time for our favorite segment, the palate cleansers. Not throwing beats and baby oil. Look, Lord. Let me take myself out of the way so that y'all can enjoy your palate cleansers. Hey, man. I had to start off with my boo. Man. Y'all know I loves me some man. Oh. Well, hey, that's a nice tattoo, pretty lady. That's how you gonna be looking when I get a hold of you. When I get a hold of you, that's the look you gonna have on your face. Oh, I like my man skinny like this. Oh, interesting. I see them pubes. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. I would get in trouble with him. I would get in a lot of trouble with this young man right here. Yeah, I would get in a lot of trouble. Oh. Who's that rose for? Is that for me? Oh. Hey, lady in red. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would get in a lot of trouble with him. He would have me in a lot of trouble. Okay. Ooh. Now ain't you sexy? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, yes. Hey there. Wait, sir, what is this down here? What is all this down here, sir? Down here. What is all wait, let me move the banner. Hold on, banner. Because my people need to appreciate this. We trying to figure out what that is, sir. Sir, what is this down here, sir? What is all this? What is all this? Oh, hey, dark chocolate. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a big old booty. Let me put my banner back up. That's a big old booty. Oh. Hey, who you looking at? You looking at me? Is you looking at me? Ch- Sir, sir, what is all of this? What is all of this, sir? What is all of that? Sir, what is all of this? Please explain. Oh, that's a lot of woman. You got to be of a certain size to get up in that. You can't be playing around with nothing like you got to be of a certain size to get up in there. Oh, it's a nice piece of chocolate right there, too. Mm-hmm. Oh. Sir! Wait a minute. I got to take the banner down for this one again. Sir, what is y'all got going on today? Sir, what is all of this? What is all of this, sir? Sir, we can see your head. Lord, this is a family show. Lord, a family show. That's a lot of woman. That's a lot of woman. Mm. Oh, it's another piece of dark chocolate. Oh. So what is all of this you got stuffed up in there? Let it out. Let it loose. Yeah, that's some dark chocolate right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. Now I would let him do dirty things with me. Yeah, I would let him do dirty things to me. Hmm. There'd be dirty, dirty things that I would let him do. Yep. Yep. Oh, I have fun with you too. Sir, why are you holding that? Sir, sir, sir. Let me move on. This is a family show. And you over there holding your meat and shit. This is a whole family show. Sir, what is all this, sir? What is all of this? Huh? What is all of this? What is happening here? You can't put that away, sir. Like you really can't put that away. Do something with that. God. Now what do we have here? No, do I spy with my eye? Something right here. Y'all got a lot going on. Hey, hey, I'm glad to see some ass and titties and not meat, and more meat. Shout out to the members only chat with the meat. Sir, what is this, sir? What is this, sir? What is this? This is a family show. And you over here with these sweatpants or whatever on, trying to give the people something they can feel. Now, is it just me? Or does my attention to detail? I'm trying to see, is this something right here? Or is that just a crease in your shorts, sir? Why am I looking this hard at these people? Let me move on. See what I'm saying? I keep going on, and you people keep showing all of this stuff. Sir, sir, can you put that away, please, sir? Please. Oh, nice booty. And some nice tatas. That's a nice booty, though. Sir, sir. Let me move on. This is a family show. Let me. Oh God, what is? Let, that's a family show. You know what? Thank you. I'm so glad that this lady came up to interrupt the meat market. Shout out to the members. Okay. I'm liking all this dark chocolate. And then we got man. That means that is the end. Listen, y'all. That was Silly Saturday for today. If you enjoyed yourself, put a shondo in the chat. Certainly, I have been here all week for y'all. You can feel free to donate to the platform. I have been here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today, which is Saturday. Certainly, I even got up here and suffered through the Trump's address to the joint session of Congress, and here we are at the end of the week. I thought Silly Saturday went great. I thank you all for being here. If you ain't have a good time, I did. If you ain't have a good time, I did. Shoot. I always have a good time on Silly Saturday. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Hey, Boo. Hey, Universal Goddess. Chat, Universal Goddess. Wasn't they cutting up in the members only chat yesterday? Just cutting up. Anyway, y'all, we about to get up out of here. I know we supposed to do a live today for RuPaul's Drag Race. I ain't even watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get up off here and be ready for that live. But I'm about to chill. My friends want to go out again. I'll see how I feel about going out again tonight. I need some sleep. Okay. Anyway, but I might. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Like I said, that's a way for you to donate to the platform here. I put that link to that consumer report about the synthetic hair. That's on the members. That's on the community wall, so you can get that link there. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. We done had a good time. We got to get up out of here. As I always say, y'all, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. Y'all been rocking with me on here for over 2.5 hours, and now it's time for me to give you your day back. Let me see if I got an update on what channel this drag race is gonna be on. Hold on. Um, We'll let you. I'm looking. We haven't even decided yet, and that was at an hour ago. Cha. It might be my time to host. Lord. We'll let you know. Just look, we'll post it somewhere. You'll see us share the video out. But sometime this evening, we'll do RuPaul's Drag Race. So y'all come on around there. And we'll share the video out. Listen, I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all so much. Y'all know what I'm about to do. I'm about to go get me some crabs, come back and watch the drag race and enjoy myself. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, or until Drag Race panel tonight. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out. Love y'all so much.